This happened 7 years ago when I was 5. And I would just, when my mom said we have to go to the hospital now and check something, I was terrified. When we got there, they hooked me up to a couple machines, monitoring my heart, monitoring my blood sugar. And then in there, I'm like, is there something wrong with me? Am I gonna have to take medicine? And I was just terrified, realizing that it smelled like alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, not like actual. And the alcohol that goes into my pump now, it smelled like that. I'm like, wait, what is this? I asked my mom and she's just like, it's insulin. It's to help monitor your blood sugar. And I was like, what does any of that mean? I was so confused. I was basically just sat there confused, and I was there for a whole week. This one nurse was nice. She grabbed a wheelbarrow. I don't know what they're called, but she dragged me around the hospital because my legs were like, I wasn't really able to use them because I've been laying down for so long. And that was fun, but a week later came my mom and the doctor thought I was gonna be there until my birthday, so my family came a few days before my birthday. Sad that I actually wasn't really able to celebrate my 5th and exciting birthday, but I still got my presents. I think it was my Aunt Connie, I can't remember. She came, bought me like a little Lego. I built it. I was just having like the time of my life with it. And so then I finally got out. The doctors handed me a stuffed animal. I still have it to this day. It's in my room. And I love the stuffed animal. I named it Meow from the show Adventure Time. I think the doctors think that I had it when I was first born. And they found out when I was 5 years old, and I was just shocked. And so basically, that's when I got diagnosed with it. So this is the school nurse.
CNA.
We're gonna be asking her, what would she do if a student, what would you do if your student had high blood sugar?
Okay, so for my diabetic student, my type 1 diabetic student, if he has a high blood glucose number on his numbers, we would give him a lot of water and we would have him lay down. And because we are in school, we do have to call parents to let them know that their numbers are high. We check their blood constantly and we look for ketones. We use ketone strips to test that. And the reason why we look for ketones is because in type 1 diabetes, they don't produce enough insulin or little to none insulin. And when that happens, the glucose, which is sugar, can stay in their blood for a long time. And instead of it being used for energy, how it should be, the body uses fat. And so when it uses fat, it's burning fatty acids. And that's where you get ketone bodies. Ketone bodies, once they're in the body and they go through your urine, they will show, and you would use keto sticks, which look like this. And they would have to pee on one of these, and we would look for any traces and we would match those. And if we see any traces, that means that he's at risk to getting diabetic ketoacidosis, and that's really dangerous. So we make sure that we call parents immediately, we give them a lot of water, and we watch them closely.
What would you do if your diabetic student numbers were low?
So if they're really low, this means they don't have enough carbohydrates or enough glucose in their body to use as energy, so the numbers will drop really quick. So what we do is we start giving you a lot of carbohydrates. So we would give you food or snacks, or in this case, we would give you glucose tablets. They come in different flavors, and these work faster. They go directly into your blood as soon as you eat them. and this would slowly raise your blood glucose. So we would have you eat, and we'll monitor every 15 minutes until we get you into a safe range. So for you, Zach, it would be anywhere between 100 and 120.
What would you do if your diabetic student was sick, like during school, because of the diabetes?
So while they're in school, you will have to stop your activities, come to the school office, go into the nurse's office, lay down, depending on if your numbers are high or low. We always contact your parents. Your parents are aware, and we try to help your needs, either giving you food or giving you water to help you feel comfortable.
What do you think would happen if your numbers were too high, like above the thousands?
So that, like I said, you will probably be in danger of having diabetic ketoacidosis, and you will have to go to the nearest hospital.
They'd most likely put you into the emergency room.
Yes.
But thank you for doing the interview with us.
No worries. Bye-bye.
Thank you and bye. Here's what the inside of my test kit looks like. So here are the needles right here. This is what they look like. This is what they look like with the caps off. You can't really see the, oh no, you can. So that's what the needle really looks like. You cock this back and then that's the blue thing. This needle's dirty, so how you take the needles out is this little thing right here that brings a little mechanism in the thing, popping it out. Now, here's what your test kit would look, or your test strip would look like. Here, I only need one. There's usually tons of them in here. I think it usually says somewhere on the bottle, but and I'd usually put it back. Then there's this little slot, and then right there, you'd stick it in with this pointing up, and then if you don't like seeing blood, there's not gonna be much, but there's still gonna be some blood. So if you don't like looking at blood, I'd recommend to not really watch this part. So you usually get like that much blood, and then you go would have to ask about before meal, after meal, and my number is 321. Here's what my pump looks like. You can also see this. Now there's a little pop-up if you have the same pump as me. Oh, and why the pumps are important is because if you don't have one, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to get insulin into your body. And if you don't have insulin in your body, it's gonna be kind of hard for your blood sugar to stay normal. Here, I'll show you my number range. I'm pretty sure it's 150 to, go down, 90. Now, if it's below 90, like about like that, then I'll have to get something to eat, like food. But if it's 20, like let me go down further. Right here, that is the lowest you can get, and if it's 20, it's dangerous. You have to call the hospital. It's not safe to be in the 20s, and the highest number is 600. And I recommend if you're in that, give yourself as much insulin as it suggests. If you don't, it's not gonna be good for you. If my numbers are low and if they're not coming up, I go to suspend delivery. And it says delivery is suspended. And now I can't get any insulin. Zero insulin at all. Now sometimes when you're getting insulin, it can like say across the screen, it will beep. It will tell you like if you're on low insulin, it will tell you how much you have left. It will tell you if your insulin flow is blocked. If it's blocked and you can't get it unblocked, I'd recommend just changing the whole reservoir itself. I'd recommend searching up a guide or ask the doctor how if you don't know how. Need a pump or shots, syringes. But if your nurse isn't a full-on like certified nurse for the school, you're gonna have to give yourself the shots, which I'd highly recommend to do in your arm, like right about here, in your stomach, like right around like the belly button. So I want to end the video with saying if you do have diabetes, take it very seriously, because it is not something you'd want to laugh about. Because if you do, that can lead to you going to the hospital very fast. And I've been to the hospital a few times and it's not fun. Thank you for watching.